We go. Attention, everybody. The views expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Axe Ministry, Axe Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits. Sorry we're late, everybody.
It happens.
Yeah.
Life happens.
It's Friday.
And Friday is never late.
Good morning. Coming to you live from Axe Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay. But Jay's not here today, so it's Matt and Steve O'Mickey Mac, but we changed his name to Jeeve.
So I'm Jeeve today.
Jeeve O'Mickey Mac. And then, of course, we got Johnny Rooster.
It happened.
On the show with us today. Last minute, he's like, hey, I'm on my way. I'm going to talk, yeah. Waiting for the hook, and then we'll...
Steve said we're always late.
Well,
Wow.
not this late.
This is later than late.
Yeah. All right. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Steve.
My name is not Jay. It's John, which sounds like Jay.
I guess we could call you. Well, Jay is his back went out this morning on his
I'm
way to the
Jeeve.
motorcycle.
Yeah, so
At
I'm
least he
actually
went out on his
Jeeve.
way, not while he was on the motorcycle. Because
That's better than...
so I'm gonna be texting him, making sure he's not still lying on the floor.
That's right. That's compassionate
guy.
of you.
I've been where Jay's been,
On the floor.
on the floor and in pain.
I have done this myself. I twisted my back when I was a youngster. My goodness, I thought I was okay. I wasn't.
No, I was 16 when I was on the couch for like 8.5 hours. I couldn't move.
Pain.
Pain.
Back pain.
Yes.
I empathize.
Twisted
My back and cried like a baby.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't have any pain meds for a while, and I was just until I got the pain
He's still
meds
on
in-
the floor. I just asked him, is there somebody there to help you?
Oh man,
Not
does
good.
Becky know it all?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's got his phone right beside him, so he. Let's see. Yes, somebody is there to help him. Okay.
Oh, good.
Because I mean, I love doing this, but I'm sorry, Jay is more important to me at the moment. If he's laying on the floor,
Yeah.
and can't move. And now, usually, what he does when his back goes out, he lays there, and most of the time, it goes back in. But it varies on how long it takes.
Right.
But at least it happened there, and not like while he was at work. He's had that happen where he's had to lay there in the floor at work until.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. It's so we're praying for you, Jay.
Yeah, we are.
Steve O'Mickey Mac has already started a watch party.
Come
That's
on,
right.
Steve. Let's watch this party.
Let's get this party
Get the
started.
popcorn. They always have that little popcorn icon. But they never serve popcorn at watch parties. They just
Yeah,
show
I-
the popcorn.
I know.
Give me the
exactly.
popcorn.
There's
So-
no popcorn.
Today's title on our page is Define Crazy.
Cuckoo.
We're sitting next. I'm sitting next to crazy,
I showed up.
Yeah, I gotta
Define
find that.
crazy.
and I thought it was just going to be the both of us, but you know, you just
You know-
added to the party.
Yeah. You know how people always say, it's a crazy day. It's been crazy.
The
Yeah,
we-
and it really.
the weather.
Now, if you think about it, it really is. Crazy is a pretty big stretch.
Yes.
Yeah, depending on
Crazy
your
weather.
definition. People have different definitions.
It's
of
just
crazy.
been crazy this week is what they'll say.
Yeah, or when people say that's awesome, like if you knew the actual. I mean, I understand. Awesome.
I say awesome a lot.
Well, awesome is like something that inspires immense awe
Yes.
in you.
It's irreverent.
It.
Right. Morning,
Okay,
Cheryl.
good. Becky got Jay to the apartment. Thank you, Becky.
Bless you, Becky.
Good. Good morning, Steve Schultz. Yes, we are always late. Becky said, no, he's not on the. He's not. They took care of him. Good. Thank you so much. Praying for you, Jay. God touch Jay right now. Kelly, we will be talking to her here in just a minute. We're
Yeah,
going
for
to
whether
get
or
the. Yeah, whether or not.
Whether or not.
Thank you
the
very
weather's
much.
crazy.
Praying for Jay. Jeremiah Uman says, the guy you got.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We can't say it on the air.
Beep.
That guy. Get him out of there.
It sounds like
Okay.
that girl.
Have him go.
All right, so Steve, you might. The guy, well, I'm not even.
Never mind.
You know, predictive text and things like that, autocorrect can really, really make for a rough go of it whenever you're
Yes.
trying to.
It can be.
Autocorrect is
I got a weird message text to oh, that was a weird.
life. Gets,
But yeah, hey, Steve Schultz, you can left click on that comment and edit it and change that if you want to. It's up to you.
you can left click on a
But
comment.
well, yes, on
And
on the comment that
Cool.
you put on.
Oh.
Like if
Yes,
if
if
you
I
put a comment
post
and
a
you're like,
comment,
oh, what
like,
did I do
no.
that for? You can actually delete it yourself or
Oh, that's good to know.
yeah. I mean,
Because
I have,
really didn't mean that.
Yeah,
I have the the ultimate authority right now. I could
You
delete
could-
comment. I could
Yeah.
kick people out. But I've only done that like
Morning.
twice.
Well, if
Shanna.
something's inappropriate, you just move it on.
Yes, that's correct. Now you got your wife in the studio. I didn't know that she was coming, or I wouldn't have set up the guitar today. Because let's face it, she's
She's
far
the
better to look at than
far
just a
better.
guitar.
And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what,
No
she
offe-
can
no
make
offense.
things happen.
No
No
offense.
offense to the guitar, right?
No. I mean, I don't want.
I
that
know
to
your
be,
guitar is personal and it has
I don't want that to be
feelings.
pegged as inappropriate.
No, but what it might be for the guitar. That's what I was concerned about.
it's okay.
Guitar lives matter.
Yeah. I
Can
haven't
we
even.
even say that?
All right. So do you
you
name
can.
your instruments and stuff? Have you ever done that?
No.
Are you a musician?
No.
Well, then that's why.
He's a
You've
puppeteer.
You're a musician. That's why you're musical
I played the
instrument.
snare drums in
See,
sixth grade
I'm not
band.
very. What do you call that? Creative when it comes to coming up with names for
Yes,
instruments.
but you're sappy and sentimental about your guitar, which is perfect.
Well, okay. So, and I'm going to explain this to folks and other musicians.
I'm just
will
going to
understand.
watch these two.
Yeah,
So,
you
are you
guys
trying
know.
to say something?
Go right ahead. Do you have
all
the
right, I'll
floor?
stop.
Get
We
the
need
gavel.
to get you the bell. Bing.
Where's your
bing.
gavel?
Yeah, you need a gavel.
Whose
sorry.
show is this?
I didn't. This is
see?
my show right
There you
now.
go. Then that's okay.
Actually, this is God's show.
God's show.
Yes.
My show's God's show too. Remember that.
Don't ever
Yeah.
forget that. Okay, I'll write that down.
You should. You should.
Steve's show is God's show too. Is that TOO?
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
can't spell that
That's
anymore.
grammatically correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Two.
s-
You know
good
how-
morning, Susan Burrows.
I don't
As
like
well.
it when
You
people
can just write as well.
as well.
That's
you know,
as well.
But that's two words compared.
that's so much
two
effort.
words. Two.
We sound like
Two
Sesame
TWO.
Yeah.
It's starting to sound like Sesame Street.
I like to write two
Yeah.
as
Two.
well.
And
Like
then
read.
Also, in
Read
addition
red.
to.
you like to wear tutus?
That's
Hey, you
TUTU.
said that.
Different spelling, different word, different
Tutus.
results. If you wear two twos too,
Yeah.
then I
can-
wouldn't
So
like to.
today's show is called Define Crazy.
and I think he's
Are we
what
defining
we're
it
doing
just fine.
is we're
I'm doing
giving
my
you
best to give you
uh,
word pictures.
a practical application or a practical example of what crazy really is.
Well, Johnny's doing a very
he do
good
that at
job
home?
at defining crazy.
He does. That's the nod of the wife with the.
You know,
The
yeah.
nod. She's just like,
I
are you
don't want to
watching
really
this,
ask this
Andrea?
question of the wife.
She's
but
not even watching this. Are you on Pinterest?
What?
She's not even on our media.
Now, do you crow like a rooster sometimes just for fun? No. No, she does not.
She tries to
no,
define
what you
crazy.
say. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got to stop interrupting
Shut-
poor Steve here today.
Shut up.
I'm not-
Steve's talking.
That's right. Thank you.
He's a
I was-
Navy veteran.
I see.
He
I was
is.
just
So we
I
need
was
to-
reading your mind, and I said, whose show is this anyway? John.
This is.
This is God's show.
This is well, yes, absolutely.
Easy.
All right, so I got to find our YouTube
I'm-
channel. here.
Folks, we need
all
to
right.
we need to pray for these two. Well, define crazy, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Whose topic? Who came up with that?
I
topic?
did, and it was the last second.
Was there a reason behind it? What was your motivation?
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my
Well,
mind.
you know what? It's Friday, and once in a while, Friday, you just have to let your hair down if you have any.
Matt, will you please let your hair down? Please. Just want to see the ponytail.
It's a reverse mohawk. That's what I call it.
No, Stephanie. If I did, it was it was a
Because
butt call.
I don't. Well, it's a lighting issue. Sermon Central. That's not what I wanted to look at. I mean, I look at it. Don't get me wrong, because I'm
right.
actually a member of Sermon Central there. But,
Oh,
I do have something to say about crazy.
yeah. What would you say?
I was just gonna say, Janice said, "Y'all hide those faces with those hats."
Yeah, we need bigger hats. Those hats aren't big enough. You're still not hiding your face.
Okay, so Jay is watching on
Do you
YouTube.
want to see these faces,
And
or
he
do you
says,
want to hide them?
That's crazy. And then he says, non-reality based thinking that dictates a person's behavior.
Woo!
He, you know,
Hey,
Hold out
we
the
had to
dictionary.
get Jay's word. Thank you, Jay.
well, the thing about it is,
.bz.
we are not to be trusted here, the three of us, without somebody to keep us reined in.
Unschooled children.
And
Yeah.
see, Jay is even doing it.
Where's the
elsewhere.
adult? Yeah.
The guys you're going to see is okay. The guys you're going to see is on TV this morning. I was just reading Steve
Andrea.
Schultz. Jeremiah Umans, Becky Code, and 3 others joined. Linda Fleetwood, good morning. Billy Burris, Jessica Thomas, the sentimental hoarder, and Stephanie Brown. Welcome to the party.
Welcome, welcome.
Stephanie, payday. Well, that's good.
It's
for you.
Friday.
You mean it's pay your bills day?
Yeah. Is it pay your bills day, Steph?
I
.bz.
People like payday.
All right, so let's give Kelly Cosby a call.
That's good. Candy bar payday.
Speaking of crazy weather,
Yeah, there's crazy.
the weather's beautiful today.
That's John Cockcroft.
Crazy weather.
Jay, it's or Johnny Rooster, as he says.
Who
Yeah,
who wanted to know?
And
Jay?
after the weather report, I do want to mention something
I'll look
that my
different on the
cousin
screen.
Susan said something about the. It's not exactly. It's related to coronavirus.
Oh, that was Jim actually that asked that question. Sorry. The guest is John Cockcroft. Jim,
Steve was speaking.
go ahead. Sorry. I was.
You
know,
just ignored him. You violated your own rule.
What?
Where's the buzzer?
I'm doing the. I'm doing my job over here. Okay. But anyways,
You
go
could
ahead,
be
Steve.
playing with your toy, though. You know.
He's
it's
connecting
software.
with the
yeah.
public.
Go give it time. We'll be all right.
Steve was trying to say something about coronavirus.
Oh yes, you have an update on. Well, let's hold
We're
the update.
going to go to the weather.
Hold your
first.
virus. Hold your thought.
Hold
Keep
my
your virus. Hold that.
Keep my distance.
Keep that virus.
What was it? Somebody in Texas said, wash. To help avoid coronavirus,
Somebody in
wash
Texas.
your hands like you just handled a bunch of jalapenos, and you've got to remove your contacts.
Whoa. That's serious.
Whoa now.
Ooh,
Whoa now.
yeah.
Now in Texas,
Let me
they
scoot
know what
the table.
jalapenos are like.
What's in that bottle?
This is some
Hey,
living
there
water.
better be water or something other
Living
than
water.
Living water. You mean life water? Living water is Jesus.
Okay, life water. It just tastes like the stuff that came out of the well at home, but
It's
probably what it
because
is.
of the can.
We got
I have well water.
Kelly Cosby coming up here.
Anybody else have well water? Enter your comments
Good
below.
morning.
Good morning, Kelly Cosby.
Good morning.
We're going to see whether or not it's going to be good weather this weekend.
Yes, it is. It
Amen.
is.
All right, what's it looking like?
Well, it's looking like today that the highs will be sunny, highs in the mid-50s, low tonight in the 30s. Tomorrow sunny, high is 60s. I can't even say it right. 66 and lows in the 40s. Both Saturday and Sunday. So that's what we're going to be.
Did you say the low in the 40s?
Yeah, it's
That's-
not bad.
Better
Oh
than
no,
mine.
that's not even. That's just barely chilly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, look, considering what we've had.
Yeah. Well, it was really like yesterday it was like 60 degrees, 60 something degrees. And then
Yeah.
last night I was up here at the office doing some rearranging and stuff, moving some drums out of the way and all that stuff. And it was like 30 degrees. Sorry about the popping, everybody. That's the phone being silly.
I heard it was snowing in Michigan. Somebody just said it was
Yeah.
snowing in Michigan.
Well, yeah, it's Michigan.
Yeah, it'd be more unusual if it was Hawaii.
There. In the south, around Alabama and Georgia,
Alabama,
it's
Georgia.
tons and tons of rain.
Tons and tons of rain.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm hearing.
And that tornado in Nashville really hit them hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to be praying for Nashville, because it's, oh man,
Oh yeah, they got hit by tornadoes, didn't they?
they got hit by EF3 or 4.
Tornadoes suck.
They swirl around.
See, Kelly, you are so smart. You caught that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, anyways, continue.
That's pretty much it for now.
That's it.
Wow.
So,
That was
yeah.
short but sweet, Kelly.
Sure,
Cyclones.
that's sweet, yes. This-
Tornadoes, cyclones.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said something else.
No. Cyclones. It's an old word for
I
tornado.
thought I was gonna have to beep John Cockcroft
It's
over here.
cyclones. Anybody know what those are?
Cyclones. I haven't heard of cyclones.
They are
Kelly
old school
knows.
tornadoes.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying, Kelly?
I said any of you could get beat. Any of you could get beat.
Get
Beeped.
beeped. Oh yeah. Beeped, meaning like the sensor beep. Beep. Is it- I don't
Yeah.
know. It's I'm being crazy today. The topic of the day is define crazy, Kelly. What is crazy to you? What do you think is crazy?
Me?
Welcome to the club.
Well, we're not alone, Matt.
We are not alone, indeed. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for your weather report, and we'll look forward to actually talking to you on Monday morning, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. God bless you, and you have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so that was Kelly Knosby. Sorry, my phone is just weird
Poppin'.
sometimes.
It's like popcorn. Pop, pop, pop.
Well, that's
pop,
that
pop.
watch party popcorn.
The Watch Party Popcorn.
Yeah,
I got something.
we've got watch
Jessica
party
WPP.
Thomas.
popcorn.
Do you know Jessica?
Jessica Thomas, yes.
She is definitely on a good theme. She's saying, I've come to the personal conclusion that although it's convenient and I love keeping in touch with them all, the phone has become like crack to myself and others. Speaking of that, it's mentioned in this here about
That's a book by,
how-
now, we'll say that book is actually written by Donald Trump Jr., correct?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
I was just mentioning that he has commented how Twitter and Facebook have also become such addictions. It's almost like
Yeah.
drugs and alcohol for some people. They get the same fix. And what he's saying, what I thought was interesting, is they hit the same receptors in the brain that drive us crazy
Yeah.
in exactly the same ways. Instead of being addicted like molecules like alcohol, nicotine, they're addicted through outrage. And one thing Twitter does better than any platform is to create outrage, which is like a faux outrage, not real outrage. It's just this faux outrage. It
Now,
can
what is faux?
FAUX. It's a word that
faux.
means
Oh.
false.
Oh.
It's imitation outrage. So this imitation outrage shows up on your algorithm and continues to feed itself into whatever you're talking about and can multiplies your
Yeah.
faux outrage.
Yeah, and then your body treats it as real outrage,
Yes.
releasing cortisol into your system, which hardens the arteries, causes weight gain in the lower deal. They call that the stress chemical that your body releases. So yeah, that's.
That could be a big
But
contributor.
it also hits all the same receptors in your brain that release dopamine, which
Yes.
makes you happy.
Yes.
Whenever you're getting a positive, whenever all right, so a lot of people go to Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that for what do you call that? My brain just left me. Where people they go there for reassurance.
Yes.
And to feed their egos,
the
essentially.
likes, the shares,
likes-
all that positive feed, the dopamine
Yes,
hit.
that hits their dopamine. Now there was a gentleman I can't remember his name, but he actually went through the whole basis of it. I mean, people are it's just like it's just like any other drug. It causes your brain to overproduce a certain chemical, and when you don't have that chemical, with dopamine in particular, your brain, once you reach a certain level, before your brain levels it out and before you get used to not having it, you have to have that much dopamine or more in order to feel normal or happy again.
Yeah.
This is why methamphetamines is such a bad drug, not just for the health purposes, but also for the psychological reasons.
It just messes you up.
It causes your brain to overproduce dopamine. And all right, I'll give you an example. Like, let's say you're riding a roller coaster, right? Mm-hmm. You notice the first time is the best. You're like,
Right.
yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Second time, yeah, it's still awesome, but not as awesome. And the third time, you're like, and eventually, because you need that much more dopamine or more in order to feel normal or happy again. That's why when people are coming down off of particular drugs, they get grumpy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because they just can't feel happy. Speaking as a recovered meth addict, I know the feeling.
There was a graphic video or something, not graphic, but I mean graphics, like computer-generated graphics showing the different responses that has on your body and narcotics. And the person in the video craved more and more and more and got less and less results until the result was death.
Yeah. So, crazy.
Crazy. Define crazy.
Now, defining insanity would be, what is the definition of saying? Doing the same thing over and over again each time, expecting a different result.
Right.
That's insanity. Like my love life. I say that as I'm kind of cynical when it comes to
He's
relationships.
in love with his guitar.
Well,
It is his girlfriend right
The
now.
word is out.
well, I of course I don't have a girlfriend.
What's her name?
And I'm not dating anybody. I haven't given her a name yet.
Okay. Nameless guitar sitting
I guess
on the
I could
screen.
call it silky or satin.
You
it's
can
a satin
barely
finish, Martin.
see it on your corner of your screen. If you guys look on the lower right
Yeah.
corner,
Yeah, and you can see the appearance of decolorized wood or whatever. The way they built this guitar is just
nice.
it's amazing.
It's very nice looking.
I love that guitar. I also love my white guitar, my Gretsch. I love
Oh,
all my
yeah.
guitars. What am I talking about?
The blue.
The blue one, it's back there. I restrung it the other day.
That's
any
a
other
nice
musicians
guitar.
out there? Are there any people that play a musical instrument? Do you name your instruments?
Everybody that I know.
That-
might name.
that's a
That's-
good comment.
that's
That's
what
a
they
good
could
way
just
of
say,
commenting.
jump in
If you have,
and say it.
if you have a
Comment.
name for your instruments,
Comment the
Yeah,
name
like
of
blue,
your instrument.
Old Blue. I'm not.
Like-
Like I said, I'm not very creative when it
If you
comes
know
to
somebody that has an instrument, just tell them what is the name of your instrument. Ask them that.
like I gave my son my Ibanez. I called it Ivy.
Yeah.
IB. Okay.
Yeah, but he changed the name to like Flame or Fire or
See,
something.
you
Well,
named
yeah,
it. though.
well, look
That's
how
the
old he
point.
is.
It's like it's like when you have a pet, you name it, and if
Yeah.
you give that pet to someone else, or
They-
they
often-
rename it sometimes.
Yeah, and my mom does that. Like
Renaming.
when you get a horse, you'll see the horse's name, and then she'll
Like,
rename
nope,
it. And I'm like, Mom, you know that?
Been through the desert on a horse with no name.
Yeah, I didn't know the wife was coming,
He's no
Jim, and it was
sponsor.
last second. We were already late. He said, "Why the guitar and not?"
You
Your
know
wife.
what? I think she should have been here because the audience feels the loss. The guitar is not enough.
Well,
I feel
next time you're coming, make sure you tell me, "Hey, I'm on my." When you say I'm on my
with
way,
my lovely wife.
say I'm on my way with my wife, so
Are
I
you
can
trying
make
to get
sure
you're
and
trying to
have
stay
everything
good.
set up accordingly.
You're trying to stay good in with your wife right now.
I don't need to try. I'm there. I'm good. I've got this road
But
spade.
why is she shaking her head?
Well, there's cracks in the road, but we can always patch, and
Say no to crack.
there's repairs to be made in times. Every road
Filling in the
surface.
potholes.
Every road service.
We shouldn't be doing pot anyways,
Well, yeah.
unless
Pie holes. Now they're different than
it's
potholes.
through a supplement on naturalsolutionstore.bz.
And what a
Dot
segue that
BZ.
was.
I know. Did you like
segue,
that?
yes.
I was.
Oh, that
I
was
worked
good.
really hard on that one.
Here comes the segue.
Hold
Okay,
on. I'm
merge.
I'm pulling
Rewind it and say it again.
naturalsolutionstore.bz.
Easy.
So yeah, I apologize because I agree with you. The show would look a lot better with her sitting right here.
Yes, it would. It would add.
Providing coverage.
I mean, well,
It would add character.
so we'd have
Not saying
Someone
that
to
you
keep
would
us-
be a
yeah.
character.
someone to
shield
keep us
between
reeled in a bit.
The audience and you have no shield other than a little
Do you,
guitar now.
now, do you ever feel like you're babysitting?
She's laughs.
You
Just
know
a
what that means?
laughter.
She's laughing.
If you put it on the like a what is it? The closed captioning, it would just say in quotes laughter.
Oh, he says, so the guitar is not your guest's wife. No, the guitar is not your guest's wife. Not the
My
guest's
wife is actually here in the studio, like so far away and yet so close.
We need her to well, she can actually verbally contact without.
You can show up. She wore her necklace and boots, and it looks better than a guitar.
Well, you know that's your wife.
That's
I'm
the
not
way I
gonna
have
say-
to say.
I'm not going to say anything in comparison to the guitar. Oh, yeah, you can close that and latch it. And sit. Dr. Marty Hamilton is in the house today. He's going to be doing his Basics of Faith, which is a
Yay.
really good show to watch. It's 30
Howdy,
minutes.
howdy.
30 minutes, and it's very informative. And
It is.
and
And
you'll
if
learn.
you don't learn, it's your own fault.
Yeah, yeah.
Amen. See, he knows what his.
Today we're defining crazy,
Bless you.
Marty.
Defining crazy.
Can you define crazy, Marty?
Crazy Marty? He just called you Crazy
He
Marty.
doesn't have his. You don't have your.
Get out the dictionary.
You are a teacher, and you don't have your Webster's.
Oh
Gotta
man.
define
Oh, man.
crazy.
Well, we know what kind of teacher that means.
I know.
That was a good show.
I know
Yes,
what's
it is.
crazy is people that get.
Webster. Isn't he the one that wrote the dictionary?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That little black guy that was in the show Webster.
Oh no.
No.
You mean Emmanuel
Oh.
Lewis?
Is that his name?
Yes.
Webster and Mr. T.
Yeah.
Have them square off.
You little guy, fool. I pity the fool.
And then there's, what you talking about, Willis?
Oh yeah, that's Gary Coleman.
Yes.
God rest his soul. I believe he's
Yeah.
passed.
Yes.
on
Yeah. What you
Todd
talking about,
Bridges.
Willis?
That was a great line.
Yeah.
And the facial expression.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I mean that's like.
Or that. What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, that big old pouty face.
Yeah. that's- you know they don't make shows like that anymore.
And then the facts of life.
Yeah. Alf.
Oh,
you remember
boy.
that show?
Alf.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so cool.
Alien life form.
He
Hey,
has 7
you gave it
stomachs, so
away.
this will take a long time. He's sitting there burping. So, anyways,
I think you better get back to.
Segue back in there.
yeah, that's what. Well, I mean, the page literally
I
just
mean,
pulled
it's
up. on it.
crazy.
Oh,
Think about defining crazy. Think about the solution to crazy right here.
Well, you know, I don't know that there is a solution to crazy.
Okay.
I think it's good that everybody's a little bit crazy, but I can tell you one thing: there is a solution for if you're in a lot of pain.
Okay.
You know. So today's show is brought to you by NaturalSolutionStore.bz, and a product I'm going to talk about today is CBD or cannabinol.
ooh.
All right, yeah. So let's go over a list of stuff this does. All right, so it's been successfully used for conditions such as PTSD, diabetes, fibromyalgia, sore muscles, joint support, schizophrenia, Crohn's disease, multiple sclerosis, insomnia, cigarette addiction, acne, and others.
Define crazy.
The
Now-
others are undefined.
Now, this stuff comes in 10, 25, and 50 milligram doses, so that way you can find the dose that works best for you.
I may need 50 later.
Now, if
50
you're
now,
tired of
50
taking
later.
any kind of narcotics, you know, Tylenol and ibuprofen are bad for your body, bad for your liver and your kidneys. So if you can avoid it, this stuff is all natural and better, way better for you, and it works. All right, now this statement has not been evaluated by the FDA, and it is not to be used by pregnant women or women who are lactating. Always consult the physician before changing your diet or using a new food. So, again, the benefits are PTSD, diabetes, fibromyalgia, sore muscles, joint support,
He's on
schizophrenia, Crohn's
45
disease,
RPM, folks.
multiple sclerosis, insomnia, cigarette addiction, acne, and others. So if this applies to you, go online, naturalsolutionstore.bz, and pick up a bottle of CBD today. Back to you guys.
That's us back here.
.bz.
We all need a break from crazy.
Who said that?
I said that. That was like Walt Disney said certain things, and I said certain things. One of the things I say is, crazy is when you get
Oh,
too
man.
involved. Too
Jana,
involved.
Jana.
What did Janice say?
Look up crazy in the dictionary and you'll find Matt's picture.
Yeah, she said that before, and I looked, and I
And
didn't
you
see
didn't
it.
see your picture.
No, it did
Yeah.
say
I don't have a picture
It's
dictionary.
not the 2020
It'd be a
version
Pictionary.
or 2021 coming
a
up.
Pictionary.
If you have your picture in the dictionary instead of the definition, then it's a Pictionary.
You know, if they had my picture in there, I would want it to be a pop-up.
Yep.
yeah, like
By
one
the
of
way,
those books, the three.
Yeah, just the one page, just the one definition. You open it
pop-up.
up, and then I go, boing.
Pictionary is a crazy game. So that's
Pictionary.
the definition of
Oh
crazy.
yeah, where you have to draw. Isn't that where you draw?
Yes.
And then you have to do.
Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, I remember that show.
Oh, that was a cool show. I wish they'd bring that back.
Man,
Kind
I
of.
found a pic on the floor the other day, and I forgot to bring it to you.
Another crazy show.
When
the
I see
Gong
a pic,
Show.
I think about you.
Really?
Guitar picks and you are synonymous.
I love guitar picks.
I think.
I've always
Oh.
got a couple.
I thought it was the pick and it was a penny. Starts with a P,
Yeah.
but wrong object.
Very bad for your strings.
Yes.
Yeah, the
it wouldn't
penny
really,
would not be the best on
No,
the
it
strings.
would-
Not
it-
even a steel string could
No.
support that.
No.
Well, I mean, my strings
Copper
are
and
my
steel?
strings are wound copper wound steel.
Well, copper on copper,
Yeah, it's bad.
not good.
Well, any metal on any metal, it just the guitar sounds terrible when
Is
you
that
do
why
that.
they
And
call
they're
it
hard
heavy
to play.
metal? And
Now, I guess you could play a
Playing
bass
heavy
with
metal.
it really good because you want real heavy strings if you're going to play the bass, or real heavy picks if you want to play the bass. Have you been trying to talk this whole time?
go ahead, Steve.
Steve has the floor.
Microphone. Well,
Drop-
you already have a microphone.
Mic drop. No.
What do we call that? Point of privilege? Or no,
Put
I'm
a
sorry.
spotlight
Point of
on him.
order.
Put a spotlight right above his head, and it'll come on when he can push the button, and the light comes on. That's when we be quiet.
All right.
Hey, that's a good. See, that's a good idea.
So,
On air.
On air. Oh. Basically.
oh
Jason-
yeah, coronavirus.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That.
Coronavirus.
Well, because I was going to do it after the weather report, but
Technically, it is after the weather.
Yes, it
report,
is.
so-
Yes,
Way
it is.
after.
way after.
Not way after.
Just a little bit.
Not really.
Yeah.
It's only
Just a
like,
breeze away.
like 15 minutes.
Jana wanted to know if you were playing today.
You know, I probably will. I feel bad we got somebody sitting back there that could be on the air with us and not,
Andrea, would you like to
she's
join
fine.
us?
She's doing
Well,
just
there's-
fine back there.
I'd
That's
have to unplug stuff and
I
plug
know.
stuff back
It
in.
would have been nice.
And you showed up at like 5 after 8, so
There was a flashing light on Plaza Avenue.
Yeah.
Who flashes a light on Sunshine in the middle of work traffic? Who does this? And
apparently
why?
Springfield.
apparently Springfield does.
Apparently, people were stopping as if it was a stop
the Missouri
sign.
Department of
They
Transportation.
were
can do that.
following the rules, and I'm thinking, just gun through it if there's nobody
No.
showing.
No, do not listen to him.
Come
Do
on.
not listen
Hence,
to him.
Therefore, I was late.
His opinion is his own.
That's why I was late.
Now,
The dog ate my homework.
go ahead, coronavirus.
You could have been really late if you would have gotten hit.
The dog
Yeah.
ate my homework.
So what's the update on the coronavirus, Steve?
Actually, Susan Burrows said Walmart, Kroger, Dollar General, which are none of those are sponsors, are sold out of hand sanitizer.
That's not surprised.
And they
You
were.
know-
She was also saying that they're limiting Kroger, and there's a couple other spots that are limiting hand sanitizer and cold and flu medicines to 5. You can only get 5 at a time.
What if there's 6 people in your family?
Well, then they lose
You're
out.
gonna have to share hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Is that sanitary?
You know, buy rubbing alcohol. That's just as good. Make sure
You know
it's
what
above.
this reminds me?
Make sure it's above 50% though.
This reminds me of the Y2K scare when there was so much overstock of these
Or the
lanterns.
SARS scare.
all this stuff.
The swine flu.
Yeah.
The bird flu.
Yeah, H1N1 and the bird
Or the
flu. Yeah, there's
Y2K.
pigs and birds involved.
Everybody was waiting at near midnight on New Year's Eve. Everybody just kind of was at a standstill. It seemed like waiting for that midnight to happen.
Then when
to
it
see
happened,
if the electricity was going to go out.
well,
or
we
the
watched
city
it
was
in
gonna go
Japan
out.
first, and we knew it wasn't going to happen because Japan was okay. This is what's funny. They're way ahead of us on the time.
Yeah,
it didn't
so is
work
a lo-
out.
So is a lot of other people.
Here's a true story. It's kind of fun. Related to Y2K, there's a lot of overstock of lanterns and things of emergency nature. They didn't know what to do with them at Walmart, and I was working at Walmart at the time, and they shipped them to Bentonville, and Bentonville shipped them back to our store because there was overstock. And so they would put them on the trucks and haul them.
And back and forth.
Yeah. They kept the truck drivers working.
So according to The Guardian, coronavirus's latest updates, 163 cases confirmed in the UK, including 2 British Airways staff. More than 100,000 cases, according to the Johns Hopkins University. Of course, Iran threatens use of force to restrict spread of the coronavirus. And more scary than coronavirus, South Korea alerts expose private lives. I don't know what that means. Has COVID-19 mutated? Busting the myths. Now I'm not even going to read about mutation and stuff like that because viruses do mutate. And this is scary for a lot of people. But according to let's see, information about this. All right, going to the World Health Organization or
Who?
the Center for Disease Control.
That was a joke.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Who?
The World Health.
When they say World Health Organization, I always say who?
Exactly.
Yeah, think about it.
You don't
Go
have to
ahead.
think too long, though.
Who? Yeah, think WHO.
Who?
.bz.
We're not talking about an owl.
Now, what to do if you were sick? Now, see, and Jay pointed out an issue. People aren't paid enough and they don't get enough hours to be able to afford to stay home
Yeah, you can't afford the
sick.
coronavirus.
That's the problem. Our economy is an economy that allows for the spread of sickness because people show up to work when they're sick regardless. I'm one of those people. I show up to work when I'm sick.
I've done it. Not lately.
You just coughed into a sponge. You know that.
I don't have coronavirus though.
But still,
Now we're going to have to replace the sponge.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
the
replace the sponge.
Isn't that a spit trap? What do they call those things?
It's a pop
Spit screen?
filter.
Pop filter?
Yes. Yes.
I thought it was
Why'd they
called
call
a,
them spit
wind,
screens in the 80s?
windscreen.
Windscreen. Yeah, that's one way to put it. I need to.
Those real fuzzy ones are cool for outdoor use.
Oh, yeah.
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 Those are because those are real. Those are shotgun mics.
Well,
and
you know,
have to have
like
something.
Jay mentioned yesterday
Should
or
put a
a few
shotgun.
days ago. I don't know if, Jay, you're watching, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Hi, Uncle Ray.
But didn't he say that just assume that you have the coronavirus
Assume.
and stay away from other people
Yeah.
so that you don't get it?
Don't
You
eat
know what
after
they
or drink
say
after.
about
I
assume.
shortened it, Jay, but I think,
If you have a runny nose, sore throat, cough, or fever, you may have coronavirus.
You also may have a slew of other
plethora.
sicknesses.
No, they're saying flu is even worse than coronavirus.
It is.
It
It is, but it's the latest fad.
But they're not talking about the flu right now. They're talking about
You
the
got,
You
you
know
got
how-
doomsday preppers
Is
right now
anybody
going
talking
nuts.
swine flu today? Are they talking about it? No, because it ain't the headline. But mark my words, gentlemen, in 20 days, coronavirus won't be as popular because millennials are bored of it.
Not just millennials. There's also
I'm just
Generation
saying that,
Z.
'cause Throwing
Generation
millennials
X.
under the
X.
bus is what I do, but it's not moving. The bus is parked, and I throw them under it, and they don't get hurt.
Right.
No
Right.
millennials were hurt in this discussion.
They might have been offended.
I hope they were, because I'm offended, too, that they were offended. My offense doesn't matter, though.
No, I don't know who Maya is.
Maya.
Maya Fence. He said Maya Fence.
My
Yeah, who is
fence.
Maya?
Who is
And why is
Maya,
she
and why is
building
she
a-
on the fence?
Why is she building a fence?
My fence. Hey,
Maya's-
I don't know about your grains, but my grains give me headaches.
That's
Ba-dum-bum.
corny.
As
man.
corny as
That was
Moses'
just
toes.
bad.
That was bad. Because the corn, I guess, is considered a grain, right? No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
t-
no. Well, yeah,
alcohol.
because it comes from the ground and comes from
Hey.
the ground up.
Nature's own.
From the ground up.
Hey.
Have you ever wondered if Adam and Eve had the coronavirus and they translated it to the next generation and so on?
That was a long time
They
ago.
only
so-
died at 930 and they didn't have access to modern medicine. They should have. If they could have still been alive if they'd only had good health care.
Are you insinuating that the coronavirus is an ancient disease passed down from
Adam and
That's-
Eve.
The
that's a
ancients
I-
from
Oh,
the
you-
ancients.
Dr.
a lot of stuff
Doctor.
happened at the fall?
Dr. Marty is a physician. PhD, MD.
Uncle Ray says
LSD.
everyone who has
ASAP.
eaten a carrot has eventually died.
PCP.
Eat the what?
Eating a carrot. Yes.
Eating a
I've
carrot?
noticed that everybody that ate
That's
health
why I heard a
food
comedy
has
bit
died.
about gateway drugs.
Wow.
Carrots?
Said how many people in here has done drugs, and everybody raised their hand. How many of y'all drank milk, and everybody raised their hand. See, milk is a gateway beverage.
That's it. Anybody drank water? Anybody died that drank water?
Depending on
Just
where
saying.
you drank the water. Of course, you got awful sick if you drank it in Mexico.
There's people dying of old age every day, and we don't have an old age virus that we're all.
Although the elderly are more susceptible.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
they're
Steve.
they're natural solution.
They are. And
not
what
natural
age are you going to
solutions,
call
it's nat-
old?
That's on my mind.
Well,
It's a
on
natural
Steve is
causes.
talking. Let Steve talk.
Yes, thank you,
I'm
Mr.
both,
John.
I'm both ears listening.
No, okay, no, I forgot. No, I'm just kidding.
That reminds me of the. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll talk about it after. Yeah.
You ready? Okay, ready. You ready, John? Okay.
Let's do this.
I forgot.
Oh no!
That's exactly why we don't. Shut
like-
up.
Mama. What?
Mama's the word.
Oh, never mind. Turn around and walk up. You ever done that to somebody? You're like, hey. And they're
If
not
you
listening to
focus on somebody,
What do you want?
they'll stop talking.
nothing.
Unless
Turn
you're
around and
me.
walk off. What?
What? You were saying?
So Jay is up in his apartment. Everything's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll probably remember or know what I was going to say.
Right after.
Just in the middle of you guys talking, I'll remember.
Yeah.
Hit the buzzer.
It happens.
I really need to get some of those office bells and have one in front of each.
Oh, that would be so hilarious.
Easy buttons or whatever.
No, not the easy buttons.
No,
those are
that
trademarked by Office Depot or Staples or whatever.
But don't endorse them.
That was easy.
We
Office
just did.
Depot.
I think we just did a mild endorsement.
And what were you saying about the natural solution?
Oh, I'm just saying that.
The bathroom
nat-
is the natural.
I know what I was going to say.
solution.
Thank you. You did wonderful there. Thank you. See, Matt does come in handy.
Stop it.
Natural causes is what usually elderly people die from. Elderly, so it's not always a disease.
That's true. So you can't call it old age because that's discriminating. That's an age discrimination thing to call it old age. You should die of natural causes, never of old age.
Well, what I think is funny is in Scripture, even
Yes, I forgot.
thousands of years ago, they knew better than to call their wife old. Even talking
And
to
it's
God.
Okay.
Even while talking to God. Abraham was like, I am an old man. And my wife, she's well along in years.
Yes. Well advanced in
Well
years.
advanced in years.
I like how he phrased that.
Yeah.
She's well.
That's a good way of putting it.
I'm an old man, but she is well advanced.
John the Baptist's
years.
dad said that same thing. Said, well,
Political guy.
To be serious for a second.
Oh, please. Jay isn't
I
here,
said
so
for a
you don't
second.
have to be.
oh yeah, we have to be.
We have to be.
The thing that I don't like is when a guy or a girl says "my old man"
Oh,
or "my old
yeah.
lady." I mean, come on.
That does annoy me, too. I'm on
Well,
that.
Well, you got to look at it this way. Okay, so
Help us understand.
that could be a term that. All right, so in the South, when I lived in Florida, that was a regular saying. I'm gonna go back in the house and visit with the old lady, and the women would call their husbands old man. But now that is a phrase of endearment. Now,
Like, bless your heart.
well, that's so you can say whatever you want and get away with it
There you
about
go,
somebody.
see?
Hey, Andrea, would you like me to call you my old lady? She's shaking her head.
No,
like,
she didn't even let
no.
you finish that sentence.
so-
you do
How
not
but
can
look
we're
it
old.
not
be-
in the South, though.
How can it be cultural? Well, we're south of Des Moines.
Yeah, of course, but that's Iowa.
See, we're mid-south, Midwest.
We're south of I-44.
Southern half of the Midwest.
We're
And
really
if you think about it,
close.
even okay, so
We're close to Arkansas.
yeah, but still, we are in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I'm closer.
So
I
are
live
you
in
saying when
Hollister.
you cross the Mason-Dixon line and say old lady, old man, it's okay?
Yeah,
It's cultural.
most of the time, yes, it is.
Reese
cultural.
Witherspoon would agree, right?
Yes,
Okay.
she better.
All right. She
Uh-huh,
best.
Sweet
She
Home
be
Alabama.
fixing to.
I'll have to.
They're always fixing to do
I'll
this.
have to
and
hit her with
fixing-
her spoon.
Wither.
Oh.
Don't let it wither. Witherspoon.
Get it?
Yeah. If
That
it's
was
full of
terrible, wasn't it?
Reese Witherspoon. It's
Again,
grease.
we're gonna
Grease
have to
Withers.
We're gonna
Define
have to-
crazy. That's today's topic, and
And
we're almost
Matt,
out
you're
of time.
doing a great job at defining it.
We're imitating crazy.
No, we're not imitating. You know we're not imitating.
John, you're doing a great job of defining crazy. Matt.
Giving the example, a practical example of what crazy is.
Sounds
just look
like.
at us. So it's time for us to get out of here, guys.
Sounds like
What?
crazy.
Yeah.
Man, Marty has been here for a while, so I guess that's not,
BZ.
no
Now, just
music
remember,
time. Sorry, Jana.
no music. Yeah, no music today. Sorry.
The Sound of Silence. Isn't that a song?
Yes, it's a song of silence. I think no, it is a sound of silence.
That we
it
can't
is.
we can't hear the song, but we can just listen to it in our head.
Right.
That'd be the Sound of Silence.
No, that's that was done by who did that?
Our Art and Simon
Yeah,
and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel.
If you listen to it in your head, yeah, just silently listen to it.
He's singing it back
It'd be
there.
way
All
more
right.
appropriate just to listen to it in your head.
All
Why
right,
don't
so
you sing us out? She can sing us
The
out.
sound, the sound of this silence.
the sound of silence. I love it. All right, so everybody, thank you so much for joining us on the morning drive today, putting up with our craziness. We did miss you, Jay.
Jay,
And,
we love you.
Be praying for him, and I've got a whole slew of people I'm praying for. I've got a little book I keep in my pocket.
Yeah,
Little black
please-
book.
Yeah,
Please
when I-
continue to pray for me.
When I tell somebody I'll pray for them, I write it on my book, and you guys can do the same. That way, you'll always be able to remember whenever, even if you don't remember right away when you're writing someone else's name down. You can say, "Oh, I remember. I need to pray for that. I need to pray for them. Pray for them." So pray for Jay. Pray for his back that he receive a mighty healing in his back today.
Amen.
Amen.
And pray for the lost, and pray for those out there that
That's right.
are homeless, that don't want to
The
be,
lost and hurting world.
because there are a lot of people who are homeless and want to be homeless.
Yes.
All right, so
Some of them do.
yeah, I mean,
They
some
make
of 'em-
more money that way.
Another topic for another day.
another topic for another day. Thank you for putting up with our crazy. Go ahead.
That would be good for Monday.
Yep,
Brian Duncan Day.
Brian Duncan Day.
Yeah, he's going to be
Dunkin'
my
Donuts.
He's going to be my.
He's going to be your guest on the show.
Oh, that's awesome. Can
and
you tell
Kevin
him that?
Sorbo is not going to actually be in the studio, but you are going to be interviewing him Sunday
Asking
night.
him, yeah. I hope. Will they let us have our cameras up?
Yes.
Okay. I got to remember to bring that. So,
I'll remind
anyways,
you.
thank you guys for joining us on the morning drive today. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same channel. Until then, my friends. Oh, wait. Tune in next for the Basics of Faith with Dr. Marty Hamilton, followed by Dr. Paul Collins and his wife Nancy with the Happy Hour. So, anyways, until then,
The good
God bless you and
doctor.
keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Steve.
My name is Johnny Rooster.
and this has been
The Morning Drive.